I come to bury Caesar, not to praise them for the evil that men do. Follow them into the grave. The good is often interred within their bones. Last but not least, of these Shakespearean epics that I shall mention, Richard III is not the winter of my discontent. A white man's heaven is a black man's hell. Still, we continue to drink it from the well. The water is poisoned. It's affecting our minds. Still, we continue drinking from it all the time. Therefore, I am working on the revolution. Starting with myself, working on the revolution. It has destroyed my health. Working on the revolution before I said that time is working on the revolution. I live in peace. I'm not in fear. Working on the revolution. I work on it every day. Working on the revolution. I am not a lawyer. I don't get paid. But my call goes out far and wide. And I hope you're on my side. Because the masquerade is over. Malcolm X is dead. Shot to the head. John F. Kennedy's dead. Shot to the head. Dr. Martin Luther King is dead. Shot to the head because the masquerade is over. I walk through Harlem finding nothing black owned. Because the masquerade is over. The chickens have come home to roost. Because the masquerade is over. Money with the Army, money with the Navy, money everyone, money with money with the spaceship! No, I'm going to fight Harvey. Sorry about that, kid. Because the masquerade is over! Left my dog.
1594 AD. Richard III. The obloquy soliloquy.
Now to Johnny.
Now is the winter of our discontent. Made glorious summer by this son of York.
Should I give you the other lines, baby? Memorize this stuff coming to my show. Go ahead, baby.
And all the clouds that lured upon our home in the deep bosom of the ocean buried. Now are our brows bound with victorious wreaths, our bruised arms hung up for monuments, our stern alarms changed to merry meetings, our dreadful matches to delightful measures. Grim-visaged war has smoothed his wrinkled front, and now instead of mounting barbed steeds to fright the souls of fearful adversaries, he capers nimbly in a lady's chamber to the lascivious pleasing of a lute. But I that am not shaped for sportive tricks, nor made to court an amorous looking glass, I that am rudely stamped, and one loves majesty to strut before a wanton ambling nymph, I that am curtailed of this fair proportion, cheated of feature by dissembling nature, deformed, unfinished, sent before my time into this breathing world, scarce half made up, and that's so lamely and unfashionable. That dog barked at me as I halt by that. Why, I, in this weak piping time of peace, have no delight to pass away the time unless to spy my shadow in the sun and descant upon my own deformity. And therefore, since I cannot prove, I'm almost done. And since I cannot prove the lover to entertain these farewell spoken days, I am determined to prove a villain and hate the idle pleasures of these days. Plots have I lain, inductions dangerous, by drunken prophecies, libels and dreams.
Speak.
To set my brother Clarence and the king in deadly hate,
That's what
Wait,
King
one
Lear actually
against the other.
Yeah, right.
And if King Edward be as true and just as I am subtle, false, and treacherous, this day should Clarence closely be mewed up about a prophecy which says that G, Gloucester, of Edward's heirs, the murderer shall be. Dive thoughts down to my soul. Here, Clarence, come.
My lines are memorized. I shall continue where I left off. My dog is sick. My cat is stressed. I left my baby somewhere in a trash can, in a trash bag. I don't know. It was alive, it was dead. I don't know because the masquerade is over. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this poem because the masquerade is over. Now, before you moved into this neighborhood, I was here playing my drums. Now you're calling the police on me, claiming that I am a bum. Your college education and that finished life you fled. You have brought into my neighborhood. Now you wish that I did. The noise you hear is how we talk. But you don't like our sound because you cannot sing or dance. Is that why you blessed down the Native Americans what ruled this land? And the noise that you hear on those drums were ruled by their hands. They did not have telephones. Their food supply was vast. You slaughtered the buffalo that fed on the grass of gold and the black hills are burial ground. All were one sacred. Are they still around? I mention they're dead, for they make no sound. I have a feeling that drumming won't long be irrelevant. Hey, banjos and guitars, they won't live damn dogs. They will steal all your rhythms and stand their song. Be warned once you start drumming. They will make it to a play. Then they'll charge you money. Therefore we say, give it! No drums, no nothing. Do I have more time, yes or no?
Save it for the second round. We're going to bring up